The saying goes, feed a cold, starve a fever. But could downing some chocolate be the best cure for the common cold? Dr. Alan Magaziner from the Magaziner Center for Wellness is joining me now. Thanks for being here.
You're welcome, Lauren.
Okay, well, when this study came out, they sort of poo-pooed echinacea and said, thumbs up to chocolate. I got a feeling you're going to say thumbs down.
Of course. Well, here's a story. They did a study looking at echinacea. They said, well, it may reduce cold symptoms, but only by about half a day. That's it. But I should point out there was a study previously done about a year ago that said we can cut the duration of a cold by about a day and a half with the use of echinacea. So probably the real answer is somewhere in between, maybe half a day to a day and a half. Echinacea may help to reduce the cold. But as far as the chocolate now, what they found is that there's a naturally occurring component in chocolate called theobromine that actually may help reduce symptoms of a persistent cough. But we're not saying go eat chocolate. We're saying that there might be a component within chocolate that may be beneficial.
So at some point they may extract this and then put it maybe in a cough syrup, and it might help people out there.
Exactly. That's what they're looking at doing now.
Okay, and by the way, I take echinacea. It helps me.
A lot of people, I find, it helps quite a bit.
All right, this is another big one. The EPA is working on this new list of things that are toxics in the home, and not the obvious stuff that's sort of under the kitchen cabinet, but some other things we might not recognize.
Things such as even BPA, which is bisphenol A. It's in the plastics as we drink our water, the filtered water that we sometimes drink. So, but also we're talking about heavy metals, pesticides, residues from even formaldehyde when there's new building material in a house, carpeting, even something like perchloroethylene, which is found in dry cleaning solutions. When we bring back our clothing from the dry cleaners, it's a good idea to take the plastic off and even let the clothing ventilate and air out maybe for an hour or so before we actually wear it.
Well, and the good point about this study is they showed a link between some of these toxins and neurological disorders for infants, which can lead to things like later on in life, like Parkinson's?
Not only Parkinson's, but first of all, with all the rash of children's disease we're seeing today, autism, ADD, developmental delays, behavioral problems, it turns out that probably anywhere from maybe up to 20% of these conditions, there might be some link between chemicals that these children are exposed to in utero and in early development. So we have to really start looking at the effect of these things, and that's what the EPA is now doing.
It's so sad because so many chemicals are all around us. The last one I want to talk to you about is binge drinking. A lot of people drink over the holidays, but there's actually something called holiday heart syndrome.
Holiday heart syndrome is when someone develops an irregular or rapid heart rhythm as a result of binging, typically, of course, on alcohol, but it can also be as a result of eating those sweets and sugars and the salty foods that we eat during the holiday times. And frequently, it's a combination of these foods together that can put someone over the top. So we have to be careful not to overindulge during the holiday season.
Plus, the caffeine and the alcohol, not a good mix. All right, Dr. Alan Magaziner, as always, thanks for being with us. Enjoy your holiday.
Thank you, you too.
Have a healthy one.
Thank you, you too, Lauren.